Hi, I'm Cindy with the Pulse of San Diego. I'm here with the fabulous Kristen Dorsey from Kristen Dorsey Designs. How are you?
I'm good. It's great to be here.
So good to have you here. I love your designs. We're here at Pink Lagoon in Solana Beach at Cedros. So you are showcasing your awesome work tomorrow night at Fluxx. Tell us a little bit about that. It's Project Ethos. Scion is sponsoring it. I know it's 5 years it's been to San Diego. This is your first debut.
Yes, it is my first debut in San Diego, and I'm so excited for the fashion show tomorrow and to see the looks come together and just the whole artistic vision come to life on the runway. It's going to be a great night.
Well, and you're pulling looks today. So you're putting pieces together for the models and you're putting the jewelry together with the clothes. How do you find that inspiration and how do you do that?
It's kind of based on what I like to wear, actually.
That's fun.
Yeah, that's kind of my personal style and just the colors that work with the jewelry, and everything has to complement each other but not overpower each other. My pieces are all about texture and they're very earthy, so I think we've pulled some really great clothing from Pink Lagoon to complement all of that. So I'm really excited.
Well, and tell me a little bit about your cultural background. I know that that kind of plays a part in your jewelry and your design. How did you get started in everything?
Well, I was always an artist, and my mother's side of the family is Chickasaw, and lots of people on that side are either engineers or artists, which is interesting, or both.
Creative in the family.
Yeah, and I was really close to my grandfather, and he came from Oklahoma, and he was an engineer, but he also did lots of hands-on projects with the grandkids and was always creating pieces, whether it was stained glass or woodworking. So I kind of got a taste of that growing up, and I knew I wanted to do something in the creative field of design, and so I went to school on the East Coast at Tufts University and went to a fine arts school and got into metalsmithing. And that's really where I started to research what it meant for me to be a Chickasaw citizen and what the our jewelry traditions were and how to bring that into my work and use that as a platform for me to express who I am, who my family is, and my tribe's history as well.
That's so cool. And so you actually handcraft the pieces. I know we're standing in front of a collection of yours. You have earth, sky, water. I think we're wearing some pieces of everything. Tell us a little bit about the collections and show us some pieces.
Well, I have I have 3 categories. The earth category, which is based on turtle shells. And Luxie is the name in Chickasaw for turtle.
Oh, that's cute.
There are lots of, it's a very important animal for the culture, and turtle shells are actually really important to women because they're filled with pebbles and lashed together and worn on the ankles of female dancers who actually keep the rhythm of the dance. Seeing the stomp dance and participating in it is a really amazing experience, and the whole community just jumps in, whether you're good at it or not.
She's going to show me the moves later.
I don't have as much rhythm, but so I wouldn't be wearing the shells. But you can fake it and just jump in, and it's like a whole community activity. And so that's kind of what the turtle shell means to me. And so I've created a whole collection of earrings.
So those are actually
necklaces.
shells. That is so cool. It's beautiful.
And I do a process of relief sculpture that is actually a technique that's been used for thousands of years in around the world, but especially in the Southeast, to create traditional pieces of adornment.
Is that the Mississippian? Okay.
Yeah. So in the mound culture, which I did a lot of research, I was able to work with my tribe's cultural center when we were just building it and getting it started. So I got to do a lot of behind-the-scenes research for the actual cultural center. It was a whole network of city centers, basically, in the Mississippian period. And so those city centers would have these copper working areas where they would create these amazing sculptural pieces, relief sculpture pieces. And so I'm doing a modern day technique that's similar to that technique that they were doing.
But with a modern twist. That's
Right.
great.
And then bringing it to the contemporary, fashion forward jewelry.
Well, and show us some of your other pieces that you have here. They're gorgeous. Let's look at these.
And these are my large coral earrings, or sea fan earrings. And a lot of my inspiration also comes kind of from my dad's side, who's California surfer dude, and he had me in the water since before I could walk, and he's also a marine biologist.
Oh,
so
wow.
he would take me tide pooling and just studying all the sea creatures and little animals and like barnacles.
I know you have a lot of barnacle
Yes.
influence in your rings. This is
Obsessed with barnacles.
black diamonds, right?
And then I stud them with black
Gorgeous.
diamonds. So these pieces I actually wax carved and then lost wax cast. And so it's all by hand, carving with little tiny tools like dental tools.
But is everything a little different, would you say, each piece because of that? Or
Well, these barnacles are molded, and then they're part of my ready-to-wear collection. And then these pieces are completely one of a kind. And if you look at the earrings, they're each different. Each earring is different,
Okay.
but similar.
that's great. So this is the one of a kind collection. These are gorgeous, and these come in 3 different colors. And then tell me about this piece.
This piece is actually a traditional man's gorget, and these are worn, you'll see Southeastern men wearing these huge ornate or sometimes just plain crescent-shaped pieces. And so that's part of the traditional dress. So I've always really admired that shape.
So how do we find you? So if somebody wants to buy a piece, would you create a specific piece for someone, or is it based on the pieces that you have?
Well, I have a website, KristenDorseyDesigns.com, and I have an online store, so you can shop my full collection in the online store.
Perfect.
And then I'm in a few businesses around Los Angeles and in Oklahoma.
Oh, wow. Okay. So people in Oklahoma can find you too. And I know you're on Facebook as well.
Yes, you can follow me on Facebook at Kristen Dorsey Designs, or Twitter at KDorsey Designs, or Instagram.
It's anywhere, right? Social media. Well, thank you so much. It was good talking to you.
You too. Thank you.
Thanks.